Now, if you don't have MetaTrader 4 already downloaded, don't do it now, but you can be able to go onto this website. And when you go onto this website, I have a whole bunch of videos that cover, you know, how to download MetaTrader 4, how to do a whole bunch of things. Okay, so if anything, go into that website whenever you have a chance, and you know, check out the videos on there. Blah, blah, blah. So let's just say that there's a trade sent out by, you know, somebody in the academy that says something along the lines of buy AUDCAD now. Let's say that is sent out, right? And the take profit that is created, that is sent out, says take profit 10 pips from entry. 10 pips from entry. Okay. And let's just say that there's a second take profit sent out. Says something along the lines of 0.97 9750, random. Okay, 9750. All right. Yeah, let's say something is sent out like that. All right. The first thing that you're going to want to realize is the fact that the trade that's sent out is for this specific pair. I think that simple, right? And something that you may not know, but it's not really that important as of yet, is the fact that anytime that you're buying, what you're buying is the left side of the pair. Okay, so when the left side of the pair is going up, essentially it is taking away or making, you know, the right side of the pair go down. So AUD, as far as Australian dollar, is going up, and the Canadian dollar is going down in value. Okay, and then from there, what's happening is being the fact that, you know, the value is going up. When you're buying, you want price to go up. Okay. So with that being the case, when it comes to your take profit, let's say that you entered in like at that point, this point right here, right? And you believe the price is going to go up to, let's say, some value somewhere up here, right? What's going to happen is price is going to go up and down, 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 up and down until it gets to that area, right? Sometimes it gets all the way up there, sometimes it doesn't. So what we tend to do when it comes to the market is, if anything, have checkpoints in between. We call them take profits, right? So let's say that you have a take profit like halfway in between that area, right? So take profit number one, you can be able to have here, let's just say, and you believe that the price is going to go all the way up to this value right here. So that would be take profit number two. And then once price gets to that area, right, it'll go up, 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 up. Once price gets to take profit number one, that we're going to figure out, that that trade will automatically close out, and you'll receive profits in between when you got in and where price is currently. And then let's say you know, the price continues to go up, right? Boom, 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 and then gets to take profit number two, you'll receive this entire for take profit number two. So it's two separate trades that you're getting into. Okay. So, so that's that. All right. So now that, you know, this trade has been sent out, yeah, at any point in time you can be able to ask questions and stuff like that. See a lot of traders and swipe trades, but they are not showing in MT4. Can you find them somewhere in MT4? What is that? I don't know exactly what your question is. I don't really know exactly what that means. All right. So yeah, any point in time you can ask questions and stuff like that. And I can be able to help you out. But if anything, for now, just follow what I'm going over now. And if anything, ask that question again at the end. And if anything, probably what I go over is probably going to answer your question now. Okay. All right. So so this means that when this CAD is being called with take profit 1 and take profit 2, I should get into 2 separate trades. Exactly. Yes. And I'm going to actually show you exactly how I do that. Okay. So now I have MT4 open. Okay. And let's just say, what was it, AUDC, right? So once you have your account open, right, what I would definitely suggest is to go to the top right. There's going to be a plus sign. Go to the plus sign, and then from there, just make sure that, like, let's say you go to FX crosses or pairs or something like that. Let's say something, right? What you want to do is just literally add all of the pairs, okay, so that you never have to, search for them or anything, by clicking the green left button. Right, so I'm gonna scroll down till I see AUDCAD, and understand this is just practice, it's just hypothetical. Okay, find AUDCAD, right, and then from there click trade. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure that this number right here, your lot size, is the right lot size, right? And we're gonna go over that. All right, so number one, you want to make sure that you're in the right pair. It says AUDCAD. Number two, you want to make sure that if a trade is sent out right now and it says to get in right now, it says market execution. And then from there, what you want to do is you want to make sure that your lot size is correct, and we'll go over that. Right. So being the fact that it says take profit 1, take profit 2, and it says a buy, so I'm going to click where it says buy market, and let go. All right, so I got into one trade. Now I'm going to go to the top right, there's a plus button. I can be able to click that and go back to the screen, or I can go back to quotes at the bottom left, right? Go to AUDCAD, click trade, and then click buy by market. Now, at any point in time that you may think that I'm going pretty quickly, I'll have this recording posted in the FX Pro Now website that you can go check out. Okay? So now you got into 2 separate trades. Now, what's important to know is the fact that when you entered into your trade, so you see where it says AUDCAD and it says buy 1.00, right? The number that's to the left of the arrow that's under that, right? The number that's to the left of the arrow, the 0.96992. So that number is when I entered in my first trade, and then the second trade here is when I entered into my second trade. So 0.96995 is when I entered into my second trade. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to write those numbers down. Okay, so I got into 2 separate trades, right, Maribel? So I'm going to write down the first number. So the first number that we had is 0.96992. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it disappears. I have no idea why it does that, but I guess you'll just have to deal with it until. Sure. All right. So that's the price that we got into right here. Okay. Now, when it comes to the numbers that are in between there, right? So the number that's all the way to the right, that one right there, that 2, is just considered as too small of a number. So being the fact that it's quote unquote too small of a number, we just act like it doesn't exist. Okay. So now the number that's next to it, this number right here, this 9 right there, this is considered as like the single digit pip, so 1 pip. So it moves like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the number right next to it moves as the 10 digit pips. Okay, so like this: 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then what do you think this is? Okay, so just like the singles place, is that what you call it? Singles place, 10 digit place, tens place, hundreds place. Same thing. All right. So it's the same exact thing. All right. So the numbers that we really are going to pay attention to though are these two. Area right here. Okay. So another way that I can be able to show you that is like this. It'll literally tell you which ones are the the single digit pips and the 10 digit pips. You see the small number that's all the way to the right. You see it's small, right? The reason why is because it's just really small just too small, right? And the numbers that are to the left of it, the 98, the 00, right? Those are the single digit pips and the 10 digit pips. So it's going to tell you which one, right? You can go to any pair and it will literally tell you. See, it's 1.293, blah, blah, blah. And then for JPY pairs, you're going to see 111.40, right? So this will tell you which ones are which is great. Right, so that 99. So in the trade that was sent out, it says take profit number 1, 10 pips from entry. Okay, so with it being 10 pips from entry, now we know when we entered into the market, which is this right here. Okay, so with that being the case, they say, okay, our take profit number 1 is going to be 10 pips from our entry price. Okay, so our take profit, being the fact that we're buying, we want our take profit to be above our entry price. How much? 10 pips. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll take that number, the 0.96992, right? And we'll literally just add 10 to that number, to this specific portion of the number, because we're adding 10 pips and this is the tens place, right? So if anything, somebody write in the chat what my take profit number 1 will be, right? So we want the price to go up in value 10 pips. Okay. So essentially our take profit will be, let's see our answers. So Regina and Maribel, very good. Now, as far as Rob, that's good as well. Now, I know I mentioned that the 2 is too small, right? But we're just going to put it back. We're literally just going to replace it, right? And I'll show you what I mean. So it's going to be, as far as our take profit, 0.96, 97092, just like that. Right? Very, very simple. Very good, Michael. Right? So we're literally just going to put back that 2, even though it's not really that significant, but it kind of is. Right? So we're just going to put back that number. Now, when it comes to our stop loss is going to be like the opposite of a take profit. So when the price is going up in value and it gets from where we entered into the market, which is this, right? when we entered into the market right there. So the price goes from when we enter into the market to our take profit number one. What will happen is price will literally close out, right? And you receive those profits of 10 pips. Now, you want the price to go up in value, but you don't want the price to go down in value, right? Now, if I was taking away 10 pips, you're right? But let's say I was taking away something a little higher, so it gives the market a little breathing room. Let's say 20 pips. Then we took away 20 pips, right? What would be my stop loss? 0. Very good, Maribel. 9, 6, 7, 9, 2. Right? So all we're doing is literally taking away 20 from that 99 and then filling out the rest of the numbers. Right? So now that we have got our entries and our take profits and our now that we have our take profit and our stop loss, now what we're going to do is literally just enter in those numbers. Right, so we're going to go to the first entry that we got into, right? We'll hold on to the order, we'll hold on to it and let go. Go to modify, and then from modify, we're just going to put in our take profit and stop loss. Make sure you erase all the numbers. 0.97, I think it's like this. All right, and then we'll put in our stop loss. 792, I think it is. And then click modify. Right? And then from there, what I can be able to do is I can be able to hold on to the order. Right? Go to where it says chart. And then from there, if I was to scroll in a little bit, I can be able to see when I entered into the market. You see all the way to the left where it says buy one, that's when I entered in. Right? You see where it says TP. Right? So when the price goes up to that value, it'll automatically close out and you receive those pips. Right? And you see where it says SL or stop loss. If price goes lower than that value, then the price will automatically, then the trade will automatically close out and you'll lose whatever profits are in between when you entered in and your stop loss. Okay? Now, if you don't have that on your chart, you just have to add it in. So first, what you can be able to do is at the top, click on the F. And if anything, just take out everything that's on there. Some of it is not really necessary. Right, so that's one. And then what you want to do is you want to go to settings. And then from settings, what you're going to do is you're going to go to where it says charts. After charts, you're going to just make sure that period separators and trade levels are selected. Okay. And then your phone should look like that. All right, so now we got into our second trade, this one right here. There's nothing on there, right? So remember, as far as take profit number two, a value was literally given to us, so we didn't have to figure anything out. So all we got to do is literally just take that value that we came up with, right? And I think that value was it was literally a value that was given to us. It was 0.97050, something like that, or I think it was 7.500. I don't know what it was. It doesn't matter, but it was given to us. So being the fact that it was given to us, all we got to do is just enter it in. Then our stop loss is literally going to be the same number that we came up with from the beginning. Okay, same number. Modify, and then from there we'll click hold, chart, and then now you see take profit number one and take profit number two into the future, right? And that's how you enter into a buy. Very, very, very simple. Okay, So now with that being the case, what we can be able to do is figure out, okay, what can we do for a sell? But before we do that, if anything, go ahead and take a picture of this. I know for sure that that right there, that picture, this picture right there, that picture right there works wonders as far as remembering how buying and selling works. So go ahead and take a picture of that. How to SC, what's that? Oh, screenshot? No. What's SC? All right, so now I'm gonna go to a sell. All right. Oh, you could have just taken a picture with your phone. All right, so now that we got that, all right, now we're gonna do a sell. All right, so let's find a sell. So let's just say GBP AUD. So let's just say, you know, a trade is sent out that says something along the lines of sell. Sell GBP AUD. All right, sell GBP AUD now. All right, so with that being the case, now what you're going to do is, let's say it says something along the lines of TP number 1, same thing, 10 pips from entry. It's 10 pips from entry. All right, so, and that's it. There's no take profit number 2. Well, with that being the case, you just enter into one time. Right, so what you'll do is you'll go to your chart, right? I mean, you'll go to your MetaTrader and you'll go to what is it? GBP CAD. Boom. Click trade, and then click sell by market, and then that pops up there, right? And now, as you can see here, you see where it says 1 point under this one, 1.68911, right? So that is when I enter into the market, right? So what we'll do is we'll go back, we'll write this down, right? We'll write down 1.68911. All right, so if anything, somebody tell me what's the number that we don't pay attention to? Oh, I did. So you want to make sure that you get into the right pair. GP, B, AUD. So I entered it in. So my actual number now is 1.74167. All right, so that's the pair. All right, good. So what's the number that we don't pay attention to? Very good. What's the single digit pip? And the 10 digit pip? Very good. So these are the numbers that we pay attention to right there. So with that being the case, when it comes to a sell, sell's a little different, right? So what's happening is now you're going to the right side of the pair. Pretty interesting that on the buy, we were buying AUD. When AUD went up, CAD went down, right? So now, like, we're selling, right? And if you were to look at the trade right now, we're all in profit right now. So really realize the fact that AUD, when we were buying, AUD was going up in value, and right now we're in profit, right? And right now we're on profit on this pair for the sell, because now when AUD is going up, GPY is going down. Okay, so really think about that. It literally is like a seesaw, right? So whenever you get into a couple pairs and you see, like, let's say you get into a trade like this one where AUD is on the left side and you're buying, and then AUD is on the right side and you're selling, that's probably good. But if you have a buy for AUD and a sell for AUD, if you have a buy for AUD on the left side and on the right side it's AUD again, and that's in a buy, it's probably something to check out. Okay, that makes sense. So when it comes to the sell, now you're actually gonna make money when price goes down. Okay, so with that being the case, this is when I entered in. We make money when price goes down in value. So our take profit is going to be below our entry price. How much? 10 pips. So we're going to subtract 10 from the 16. Somebody tell me what my take profit number one is going to be. Very good. 1.74067. Very good. So with that being the case, what we'll do is take that number and then turn it in. Right now, when it comes to our stop loss, same thing. Let's do some random number. Let's say 30 pips. Right. So we're going to add 30 pips. So with that number for our stop loss, 1.7447. 1.7447. Yep, very good. All right, simple math, right? We'll take those numbers, enter it in. Then we're done, right? Very, very cool. So now what we'll do is we will enter it in, and you're all done. So if anything, go ahead and take a picture. If anything, this part right here is the solve. Go ahead and take a picture. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the lot size, right? So where can you find the lot size? So lot, what is lot? Right, there's a whole like background on lot and stuff like that, but if anything, the Academy can be able to explain a little bit about that, right? So how can you be able to change the lot size, right? You can be able to change the lot size by when you actually get into the pair, right? You can be able to change the lot size here. So the smallest lot size that you're able to get into is this, right? GBP 80, right? So let's say I did this. As you can see, it moves by cents, right? And the higher lot size that I go, the more that the value will change, right? So the higher the lot size, the higher the amount of money that it will be moving. The higher the amount of money that it will be moving, the more account size that you need to move the market. Okay. not going to allow me to do it. Let's do 20. Whatever. So as you can see here. So at the top right, you see the plus sign. All right. So now let's go back to our shared screen. So when it comes to lots or lot, the smallest lot size you'll be able to do is this. When it moves 10 pips, it is moving plus or minus $1. Okay. Then you can go to a higher lot size, 10 pips, plus or minus $10. And you can do a higher lot size. How much do you think this will be moving? How much do you think it's moving? $100. Very good. And the 10 lot, 10 pips. Let me tell you, like it's very easy to get into lot sizes like that. It just takes some time and consistency to just get onto the ball, like chopping the tree, same exact location over and over and over and over and over, not getting sloppy, getting to trades on purpose. All right. And then from there, 100 lot. This is the same thing, same consistency over time. 10,000. Okay. Yeah. All right. So as you can see here, you can be able to make a lot of money in the Forex market. Heck yeah, you can. Right. You can make a lot of money in this market, right? 100%. Now, what I've also realized is the fact that if you just do something consistently over time in this market, you can literally start out, let's say, at this lot size, because all you need is $100 to be able to get into that lot size, right? And then over time, if you just realize the fact that when you do 10 pips over and over and over and over and over consistently, you can be able to start at this lot size, get 10 pips, and get $10. Okay. And let's say you get 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 over time, then you can be able to do a higher lot size because you have more money in your account. 10 pips, same 10 pips, nothing changes as far as this 10 pips. Now you're getting $100 this time. And then you get 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, and then from there you do a higher lot size because you have a higher balance. 10 pips, now $1,000 for the same 10 pips that you made at this point. And if over time, over consistent, time frame, you can be able to just, build up your account. Now, what's very important to realize is the fact that it's the same 10 pips, yes. The only thing that changes though is our emotions, right? So how can you be able to keep your emotions in check, right? Work on yourself. How can you work on yourself? There's a great book called Think and Grow Rich. I would definitely suggest go on Amazon right now, and if anything, purchase this book. It was like $12, something like that. And the way I think about it is the fact that the guy that wrote the book, he was like 20 years to write the book. He interviewed the top business people around the world, millionaires, billionaires at that point in time, and got all of their secrets and got their mindset, and then put it in a book called Success Laws. It was like a 2,000 page book at one point in time. And, people weren't going to read that. So what they did was they took out snippets, the neat, hardcore information, and then put in this book called Think and Grow Rich. So it's like a compact book on how these guys became millionaires and billionaires, and then he put it in a book. So for $12, you can have that. Crazy. All right, so go ahead and take a picture of this. Get the book. All right. So now we're going to talk about risk management. All right, risk management, very, very important. All right, risk management. Now, with risk management, what I believe is very, very important is to follow exactly what I'm about to say. Now, you can be able to do lower if you'd like, right? It may take a little longer to build up your account, and that's okay, right? So for every $1,000 you have in your account, the highest lot size that I would ever do is a 1.0. When 1.0 moves 10 pips, how much is it moving? $100, right? So if you get into a really, really good trade, you'll be able to get that $100, which is great, right? Now it'll move plus or minus $100 though. Okay, so why wouldn't I do anything higher than that? Like a 10 lot is because when that moves 10 pips, it's moving $1,000, and that's a lot, right? And price can move to 10 pips very, very simply. So with that being the case, you would lose your entire balance, and that's not fun. All right. So at any point in time you want to do something lower, this is okay as well. You can do for every $1,000 you have in your account, you can do a 0.10. But just know it's going to take forever to not forever, but it'll take longer to build up your account. But it's a little bit more safe. Whatever you like to do. Right? So now with the same exact risk management, for every $100 you have in your account, like 10, and for every $10 you have in your account, 0.01. So let's just say that you had $840 in your account. Highest lot size that it would do is this. Now, how did I come up with that number? Well, remember, for every $100 you have in your account, you do 0.1. Well, we have 8 hundreds, 0.8. What am I doing? Wrong one. 2,000. 2,408. Whatever. Don't matter. Right? Highest lot size I would do is 2.48. How did I come up with that? How did I come up with that number? Well, remember, for every $1,000 that we have in our account, we do a 1.0. But we have 2,000s, 2.0. For every $100 we have in our account, 0.8. We have 4 hundreds, 0.4. For every $10 we have in our account, 0.01. We have 8 tens, 0.08. I'm going to do it again. For every, let's say you had $840 in our account now. How much would it be? Well, for every $100, 0.1, well, we have 8 of those hundreds, so 0.8. For every $10 we have in our account, 0.01, we have 4 of those tens, 0.04. Very good, Miguel. All right. So why wouldn't I do anything higher than that amount? Why wouldn't I do anything higher than that amount? Yeah, it may blow your account, right? So obviously you wouldn't want to do that. So let's just say, like let's say this is very important as well. This for all trades, because let's say 2 trades come out or 3 trades come out, and you do all of them at the highest lot size that you should be at. Well, essentially, let's say the 0.84, right? You got into 2 trades at that amount. Say 2 trades got sent out and you did both of them at 0.84 and another one at 0.84. Well, when you add those together, that equals 1.68. Now that lot size right here is way too large for that account. That amount right there is way too large for that account balance, right? So what you want to do, then if anything, keep your risk management. So how do you do that with this amount and 2 trades get sent out? Well, you'll take that amount and you will just divide it by 2, right? So the 0.84 divided by 2, and then you're going to get into 2 separate trades at that balance right there. And then that equals, when you add those together, 0.8. Very, very simple. Right? So now you'll keep in great risk management. Okay, so if anything, go ahead and take a picture. Go ahead and take a picture. All right. Now, if there's, this is how I'm going to answer your question, Miguel. If there's a trade that you believe is going in a certain direction, take it. That's all. That's all I have. Because I can't really give you a specific number. Yeah. So now we're going to talk about you. All right. So let's just say that you you have, yep, you can do limit orders on MT4. You just got to change where it says market execution. Click that button, and you can be able to do different orders and stuff like that. Stop order. All right. So let's say that you have $200 in your account, right? And the highest lot size you can be able to do $200 in your account would be a 0.2, right? When that moves 10 pips, it's moving how much money? It is moving $20, right? Now, now you have this in your account. Now you can do a higher lot size, 10 pips, $22. Now you have this in your account, 10 pips, 24. Now you have this in your account. Now you can, if anything, round up, 10 pips, 27. Okay. Now, leverage. Have your leverage at 1 to 150 or 1 to 200 at the highest max. Okay. All right. So what's cool is the fact that as time progresses, you'll see that these numbers will start to go up as far as the difference. Even though it's the same 10 pips, over time, your account should go up like that. You'll make money, lose some, make money, lose some, make money, lose some, and then from point A to point B, you may not make that much money, but you'll be gaining experience, and that's what's important. And then from point B to point C is when that shift is going to happen, where you're going to be way more consistent, and you're just going to be hitting out the freaking park, right? So if you're on here for the very first time, I'm about to show the world something that I don't think anybody has freaking created this. But I know for sure what I'm about to show you is about to be key. So I know people have used the 90-day trading plan and stuff like that, and for the, for about 99.9% of people, it's a facade. I'll put you straight like that. It's a facade. So what I'm going to do is I'm about to so go ahead and take a picture of this. Right, you're gonna realize something. So go ahead and take a picture of this real quick. Take it right now. Take it right now. I'm going to take a picture of that, and you'll realize, your money will go up over time, right? And I'm about to correlate this with what I'm about to show you right now. Okay, go ahead and take a picture, take a picture, take a picture, and it is gone. All right. So what I'm about to show you is something very, very, very crucial in this game. So why do we trade? We trade to make money. Okay, we don't trade to have fun. Well, we have fun when we trade, but we trade to earn money, to keep money, to spend money, to pay for our bills, to have a savings, to buy whatever it is we want to buy. We don't trade to look at it like a video game. We trade to earn moolah, cash, money. And now what I'm about to show you is something that I know for sure nobody in the game has. And I'm about to show it to you right now. And if you take what I'm about to show you seriously, I think over time, and it's always over time, I think over time, the game can change for anybody. And what I mean by anybody, I literally mean anybody. Just stay consistent over time, consistent over time, consistent over time, consistent over time. So I'm about to show it to you. I'm just pulling it up right now. So here we go. Ready? So I changed the way that the 90-day game plan works, and I made it real life, okay? Because I needed it, right? I needed this bad. So I made it where you actually have withdrawals in the process of building, okay? And then when you withdraw, where the money actually will go, okay? And I know for sure, if you really, really, really take advantage of what I'm showing you right now, it'll change the game for a lot of people. So how to get access to the spreadsheet? What I'm going to do is I am going to make a video tailoring to this specific thing, and I'm going to put it on the site, right? And you can be able to download this spreadsheet from the site, okay? So remember when I said start out with a $200 balance, right? 10% growth, right? Which you're literally just doing a 0.2 lot, right? And then it moves 10 pips, you made $20. That's all you need for the day. You can close out your charge, done for the day, right? Or you can do this is what I'm doing. I'm doing this on one account, right? And then I'm doing way more on a different account where I'm just wilding out on the other account. But the consistent one, I'm focusing on just getting the 10% for the day. That's all I need. 10%, right? So you make that 10%, and then from there, now you have 220. The next day, right? Boom. The next day, right? Boom. And then you just keep on building it up. But then at the end of the week, on that Friday, what you want to do is you want to, if anything, withdraw. Now, how much do you withdraw? I would suggest 30%. What it does is it takes out a certain amount where it's actually something, right? But then keeps in your balance a good amount still, okay? So now you took out, let's say $96, right? You build it up 10%, 10%, which is only 10 pips at a 10% lot size of your account. Then from there, once you withdraw that amount, now you have with this as your starting balance for week 2, okay? Now, what happens is with that amount that you withdrew, what do you do with the money? See, the thing is, what's so key, and this is key for everybody in the world. There's a very, 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 very good book that I would definitely suggest everybody get. It's called Millionaire Next Door. Get the freaking book. Get the book. See, I bought a BMW thinking that, oh, I need a BMW. I had a paid for Sonata. It was a great Sonata. It was a great car. It's still a great car. My mom has it now. Great car. I didn't need a BMW. I didn't need it. It was a waste of money. But because I wanted to look cool, I said, let me get a BMW. So what I've realized is the fact that everybody receives money, but not a lot of people keep it or grow it. So you'll get the money, but then blow it on crap. So with this money that you just withdrew, what you want to do is know exactly before you get the money where the money is going. So I have this rule. It's called the 30-70 rule, right? Where 30% of the money that you receive goes towards, this is how I had it in the beginning, 10% towards tithing, tithe or 10th, right? 10% toward tithing, giving to somebody, right? Or an organization that you care about, right? And then from there, 10% towards saving, and then 10% towards 10% towards investing of some sort. Okay, investing of some sort. Now, if you have debt, how can you invest in something if you have debt? So it's more important to pay off your debts that accumulate interest before you start investing. You'll actually make more money paying off those debts first before investing. Okay, which is pretty interesting, and you can be able to read that information from this book called and this is a $50 book, so if anything, get it on Audible. So transforming your debt into wealth by John Commuta. I don't know how to spell it. Commuta. Something like that. So he explains all that. I'm not going to go into depth on that. Right? So with this strategy or whatever it is, you can be able to know exactly, okay, this is where everything's going. Now, why do I say gold? Because it's a tangible item. Because I'm pretty sure everybody knows that fiat money, as far as like the US dollar and all this other stuff, is going to go into nothing, right? So gold, where do you buy the gold? I buy my gold and silver from a website called MPEX. I want to make sure I spell it right. Yeah, www. Gold, silver. So whatever money that you receive, 5% towards gold, 5% towards silver, however way you want to divvy it up, right? And then what you want to do is you want to buy cryptocurrency. Where do I buy my cryptocurrency? Coinbase. You want to actually buy it, hold it, right? And then from there, residual. Figure out a residual. There's different ways that you can be able to get residual. You buy trucks, you buy cars, rent them out. You can do a whole bunch of different things, right? To gain a residual income, buy apartments, blah, 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 blah. And then to 5% towards debt. So what I mean by 5% towards debt, it doesn't mean like, you're just paying off a credit card. No, it's literally you're paying the credit card's monthly payment plus an extra towards the smallest debt. And I'm going to go more in depth on that. And then from there, the rest of the money, 70% towards bills. And that's what you'll do for that week one. Then you go to week two, start out balance, 10%, blah, 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 and then keep on going. And literally, it'll break down everything. And literally, over after a year's time of just building up your account 10% over time, this is you literally come out with a pretty amount in your balance. It's pretty interesting. After a year's time, you've earned $238,000 just from $200 building up your account with withdrawing. It's crazy. So not only do you end up withdrawing, no, you withdrew $91,000, right? You withdrew. Total earned. Oh, this is the total earned of all money, right? You withdrew $91,000. What you have in your account now for trading is $63,000 still, right? You withdrew. Oh, no. You actually withdrew that month. Yeah, you withdrew that month $91,000. Yeah, you withdrew that month $91,000, right? Building up your account 10%, right? So here, let me show you. This is really cool. This is my first time like explaining it, so I'm still like going over it myself. So month one, that's how much you withdrew, that much, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm missing something. Total earn. Okay. Anyways, so this is how much you withdrew the first month. Ain't a lot of money, right? And then with that money, what did you do with it? This is what you did with it. As far as tithes, gold, silver, crypto, residual, debt, and then bills. The second month, you withdrew a little more, $750. Third month, you withdrew $1,200. The fourth month, $19. Fifth month, this was withdrawing. Now you got to the point where you probably match what you're making from what you're spending. It could be one trade at the 10% lot size, 10 pips. That one trade for you to do it, right? And then from there, the fifth month, that much. Now at the 6th month, guaranteed your bills are paid for from this, right? From trading. And then for the 7th month, this, and then 8th month, this much, and then 9th month, 21, and then literally the same exact thing over and over and over, just compounding over time. And literally after 12-month time frame, you had total earned as far as like withdrawn is $238,000, which is freaking beautiful. And then from there, $23,000 towards giving. You gave away $23,000. You have in gold 23,000. You have in silver. I switched up the numbers over time. In silver, 12,000. In crypto, that much. In residual, that much towards something in residual. And your debts are completely paid for. I'm pretty sure you don't have more than 33,000. If you do, then you'll just keep on going along the lines. And then towards your bills is that much, and you have $77,000 towards the residual income that you can be able to create from buying things. Really, really, really cool. It calculates everything that you need. You don't have to do anything. Everything, you change one number on it, everything changes. Believe me, I had a lot of time on my flight from Australia. All right, so I went a little bit further in depth than I thought on this, but that's what $200 can be able to do when you actually withdraw. Okay, so 10% a day, starting point at $200. Right, that's what's possible. 10%. And yeah, so we're going to be getting started with session number 2, if anything, right now. So I'm just going to stop this one.